The October scent is in the air. A time to get out and stretch those legs. Dust off those old tools a bit. Open old windows and doors. And it's that time of year to experience America's deepest, darkest woods at the Valley of Fear, an original haunted hayride. 4 terrifying attractions. The original haunted hayride, Underworld Haunted Forest Walk, Operation Z, live-action zombie paintball hunt, and all new for 2016, The Facility. Get your Fear Pass and info online at valleyofear.com. Open most nights in October. Oh, and that time of year for good old campfire stories.
Hello and welcome to Philly Close Up. When stars come to Philly, we get you close up. And today we are at the Prince Theater and we are talking all about the Philadelphia Film Festival with Executive Director Andrew Greenblatt and Artistic Director Michael Lerman. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. We're very excited.
Thanks for being here.
So this is a big year. This is number 25. We're celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Philadelphia Film Festival.
Yeah, we're excited. It's been a long run. We've been doing it for 8 years, and
right.
There's a long history in the city with doing it at the International House and then moving over to Old City and these venues. So we'd like to think that it's bigger and better than ever. So.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I've always wondered what goes into selecting the films. How do you go about even figuring out what films are going to be incorporated in the festival, because there's so much content out there?
Yeah. Well, we have a big programming team. They're a really talented programming team that kind of goes all over the world just looking for what's out there, and we take submissions and we get solicited via email and we whittle it down to what is now 110 films from 23 countries.
110 films from 23 countries, and that's whittled down. So I can't imagine how many films you have.
Thousands were watched to get here.
I think we watch something like 10 to 1 for every film we don't take. Is you know.
That's so exciting, though. Are there any Philadelphia filmmakers, directors, producers?
Absolutely. We have a section dedicated to it in the festival. It's called Greater Philadelphia, and it's full of films that are either shot in Philadelphia or by filmmakers who at one point were Philadelphians or have an extensive tie with Philadelphia. And I think there's 5 this year, and they're great. We're really excited about it.
So you mentioned things were at the International House and we're at the Prince Theater, but what are the other theaters that are going to be participating in this year's festivities?
So now we use the Prince Theater, which is our venue and it's our home. We're here 365 days a year as the Film Society, and then we also we have a generous partnership with the Ritz Theaters, the landmark theaters down in Old City. So we're in 2 of the Ritz Easts and 1 Ritz 5 this year. So
that's very cool.
But opening and closing are right here at the Prince, as are the majority of the centerpiece, the largest screenings, because this is a 450-seat house.
Yes.
We're also doing a special program at Drexel this year to kind of highlight some of the issues around the election. So that's exciting.
Very necessary.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Very, very necessary. So what are some of the biggest films that are going to be showcased this year?
We have our strongest crop of centerpieces ever. So we're opening with La La Land. We are closing with Arrival. And then in between we have, I feel like we're up to 7 centerpieces. I mean,
we have Moonlight by Barry Jenkins, who's a really talented up-and-coming African-American director out of San Francisco and now Los Angeles, and it's about it's a coming-of-age story about a boy in Florida and kind of discovering his sexuality. We have a really moving story called Lion, which is about an Indian kid who gets lost from his village and ends up being adopted in Australia and then trying to find his parents. We have a really great German family comedy called Tony Erdmann that we're really excited about.
German family comedy.
Yeah.
A German family comedy. Say that 10 times fast.
That's right.
We have a story about, it's called Jackie, and it's the 3 days after JFK was shot from Jackie's perspective, starring Natalie Portman. So there are a lot of really good centerpieces.
We have Bleed for This, which is the boxing film. Say his last name for me because I will always mess it up.
Pazienza?
Yes.
Vinny Pazienza.
Vinny Pazienza.
Who was in a car accident and they thought he'd never walk again, and he ended up winning the middleweight world championship belt. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So there's clearly a wide array of options for anyone that's interested in coming and participating. When does the film festival begin and when does it end?
We kick off on Thursday, October 20th. We run straight through to almost the end of the month, Sunday the 30th.
Okay, so 10 days of fun.
Yeah.
10 days
of film.
Where can people go to find out more information about the festival, to purchase tickets, and to participate?
Sure. The best place to go is our website. That's filmadelphia.org. FILMADELPHIA.org. Tells you about every film in the festival, little about the film, when it's scheduled. You can buy tickets. You can buy a badge, which is the easiest way to do the festival and come to everything.
I like badges. Badges are great.
Badges are great. It's, you know, the website is the one-stop shop.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. I'm very excited about the festival, and congratulations again on the Big 2-5. A quarter of a century is no small feat.
Thank you.
Well, that's all the time we have on My New Philly, where something is always new
And everything is always Philly.